Hello and welcome back to another episode on my channel. My name is Celeste and I am your host and certified life coach. Today we're going to be talking about another one of my absolute favorite mind shift changes, and that is the choose your hard concept. But before we go any further into today's episode, I would just like to thank everyone for the amazing support on my previous video on the let them theory. And if you haven't seen it already, I will link it down below in the description. And I would also just like to remind everyone, please, while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. And when you do subscribe, please leave me a comment down below saying hi or I've subscribed. I seem to now not even get notifications when new people subscribe with our community. So please say hi down below so that I can get to know everyone that's joining us. So what does it mean to choose your hard? As I think we all know by now, life is filled with challenges. But here's the thing, no matter what path we choose in life, there is always going to be some level of difficulty or challenges involved. The choose your hard concept is about recognizing that while we can't always avoid difficulties and challenges in life, we do have the power to choose which challenges we face. So something we all know deep down inside, whether we like it or not, is that challenges are inevitable in life. No matter where you are in life, what path you are on, challenges are going to pop up. And realizing and acknowledging this is crucial, as it allows us to adjust our perspective. It allows us to move away from wishing that things could be easier to acknowledging that a meaningful life is created partially by overcoming challenges. Every choice we make and every path we choose has trade-offs and sacrifices. There is no perfect path free of difficulties. Instead, you get to choose your own path and the difficulties you wish to face. For instance, building your own business from scratch takes a lot of hard work and can be very difficult. It requires lifelong learning, financial risk, and long working hours. But working in a job where you feel stuck, unfulfilled, and have to deal with perhaps a toxic work environment is hard as well. With this scenario, the question then becomes, which challenges and difficulties are you willing to embrace and work through? Now here's the empowering part of this whole idea. You have the power to choose. Choosing your hard is about making conscious decisions that align with your long-term goals and values. It's about understanding that while the path may be tough and filled with challenges and difficulties, the destination is worth the journey. Think about intentional living. When you choose your hard, you are living a life of intention. You are not just reacting to life circumstances. Instead, you are actively shaping your own life according to your own vision and desires for your future. This is a proactive approach which can lead to you living a more fulfilling and purposeful life. To make this more relatable, let's look at some examples. Imagine you are stuck in a job that you hate. Every day is a grind and you feel stressed beyond belief. This would be your current difficult, but here comes the choice. You could choose the difficult of staying in your current unhappy and unfulfilling job. Or you could choose to change careers or perhaps even study further. The alternatives of choosing to change careers or perhaps study further do come with their own difficulties. There could be financial risk involved, as well as moving out of your comfort zone. But the potential rewards include a more fulfilling and happy career path. It's up to you to then decide what aligns best with your long-term goals and vision for your life, where you are now, or making that change in career or study paths. We really do spend so much of our waking hours working. It's just the reality of the world that we live in. And from my personal perspective, choosing a career that's fulfilling and giving you a sense of purpose in life is something that you should never be willing to sacrifice on. For the next example, imagine you are someone who struggles with setting boundaries. Failing to set boundaries can leave you feeling incredibly unhappy and overwhelmed and stretched to your limit because you're unable to say no to people. This would be your current hard or difficult. The alternative difficult in this situation would be learning to set boundaries. But this involves having to have uncomfortable conversations with people and perhaps even facing pushback from them. While this is incredibly difficult to do, this option leads to you having healthier relationships, boosting your own self-respect, and reducing your stress in the long run. Again, you'd need to assess your options. What aligns with your values and intentions for your life? Are you happy taking on other people's burdens and stress all the time? Or would you be happier if you were able to set boundaries with others? Now, it is important to acknowledge that sometimes we don't get the choice of the difficult that we want to face. Life has a way of sometimes throwing curveballs that are completely out of our control. In these moments, all we can do is control how we respond to the situation. Part of learning to empower ourselves is learning to identify when we do have a choice and when we can control a situation. Sometimes we get so used to our routines and the difficulties we face that we don't even think to look for an alternative. A really bizarre example of this would be the internet connection that we have at home. My fiance and I struggled for a year where we just accepted that we had really poor internet connection and that was just our lot in life and there was nothing we could do about it. Until one day I read an article with someone who's with the same service provider, and they contacted the service provider and said, hey, the internet's not great. What can you guys do about it? They sent out a technician, installed an external aerial, and the internet improved astronomically. So we thought, why not just give this a try? So we contacted them, and within 2 days, our internet problems were resolved and our internet is faster than ever. This is just an example of we just accepted this difficult in our life and hadn't even stopped to think that maybe there was an alternative or something we could do about it. Sometimes we forget to look for alternatives or simply dismiss the alternatives because they have their own difficulties as well. But here's the thing, sometimes these alternatives, despite having their own challenges, can lead to better outcomes. So despite the inconvenience of having to organize a technician, having to go into the service provider, having to set time out of a day to have a technician come into the house, all of those difficulties were worth it for the outcome we got in the end. There are 4 main benefits in learning to choose your hard. These are personal growth, fulfillment, resilience building, and empowerment. Facing challenges head on nurtures our personal growth. Choosing your hard is going to boost your resilience, boost your problem-solving abilities, and boost your confidence in how you deal with situations when there are challenges. The benefit to fulfillment comes from choosing the hardships and difficulties that align your actions with your values and goals. This alignment creates a sense of purpose and fulfillment as you work towards something meaningful in your life. Resilience is your mental toughness that allows you to bounce back once you've faced a challenge or adversity in your life. And this is a transferable skill that once you've built resilience in one area of your life, it will help you in every aspect of your life. It's something that I personally advocate very highly for resilience building, and it's one of my key areas of focus in my coaching. And I cannot recommend enough working on your own resilience. Every time you overcome a challenge in your life, you are becoming stronger and more capable of dealing with challenges in the future. Empowerment comes from recognizing and acknowledging that you have the power to make choices on your journey in life. Again, don't just be afloat on a raft. Enjoy and embrace the fact that you have got the power to put direction into your life despite the challenges you might be facing. Finally, let's talk about embracing the journey. Choosing your challenges is not about choosing the easiest path. It's about embracing the journey with all of its ups and downs and knowing that every challenge you face is an opportunity for personal growth. Life really is a series of choices, and each one comes with its own challenges and difficulties. The goal isn't to avoid difficulties, but rather to choose the ones that lead you to a fulfilling and meaningful life. So stop and celebrate your victories, learn from your setbacks, but most importantly, never stop making progress and moving forward. Choosing your heart is a powerful mindset shift. It's about taking proactive steps in your life and learning to make conscious decisions that help you lead a happy and fulfilling life. If you found this video helpful, please do give it a thumbs up and also share it with people in your life who you think may benefit from it. Thank you for watching today's video. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button on your way out. And don't forget, you have the power to create a happy and fulfilling life for yourself. See you soon.